Welcome beautiful souls, Zoe here, growing and singing at EarthSongFarm. I'm growing my life song and I'm here to support you as you grow your life songs too. So what has been happening at EarthSongFarm this week? Well, it's been glorious weather. It's a bit cooler today, which is actually quite nice, but we've had days and days of sunshine, so lots of watering has been taking place, and things are becoming abundant around me. It's really lovely to see things progressing. I've been moving things forward little by little, popping into the garden as much as I can, although I have been exceedingly busy supporting other people. So lots to do with getting children moved from one school to another, college applications and things like that, and also my dad coming out of hospital into nursing care at the minute and just shifting him about and looking after him. And so one thing that I have been really careful to put in place this week is rest time for me. So very consciously and intentionally creating self-care time and opportunities to sit and read a book and go and just have a bath and take some time for myself. So what else has been happening this week? Oh yes, we lost poor little Ebony. Our little black silky bantam really got so poorly this week, and it really was a coming to an end of sort of a slow decline. My daughter said the first time she noticed any sort of behavioural differences was probably about a month ago, and they were just really quiet and subtle changes that we thought, well, something's up with her, but we're not quite sure. It's sort of behavioural. She didn't want to come sort of run up and be friendly at bedtime and slightly off her food and things like that. So we were keeping an eye on her, and things weren't getting better. We tried all sorts of things, vitamins and little treats, and upping her protein and things like that, but sadly she was just getting worse and worse. So this week it got to a point where we were going out to take water to her because she'd flopped. She wasn't able to move to get to her food and water, and we said, well, I think it's time to take her to the vet. So yes, there was a trip to the vet, and the vet said, yeah, pretty much this chicken's going to go. If we thought she might go that night, we were surprised that she was alive that day anyway. And something I learned from the vet, which I hadn't realized, and this is important for any of you who are bird keepers, is that birds, because they are a prey species, they will mask when they're ill so that they don't get picked out by any predators. So the fact that we noticed little subtle changes about a month ago, that's actually when she started getting ill. And by the time she actually was showing that she was very ill by not being able to stand up and walk and things like that, she was actually extremely ill by that time. So these changes that you see in your poultry, anything that's behavioural early on, you get to notice those, because the birds are going to really choose to not show you that they're poorly until they're very, 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 very ill. And that was something I hadn't realised. So I will take that on board, and it's animal husbandry, so really checking your flock and keeping an eye, knowing their little foibles and the things that they do, and then if you notice anything different, actually do pay attention, because generally they will try and hide it from you as they don't want anyone to pick out that they are poorly. So we've now been putting our big birds together. We've had Sparkle was with Ebony, keeping her company, and now Sparkle didn't have anyone to be with. So we spent a couple of days just rearranging the chickens. We've had, first of all, we put Pebble in with Sparkle in the central pen, so they got to know each other and sort out their pecking order. And then we slowly introduced Falcon in next, so the three of them were together and sorting themselves out. And then we put them all back in with Mr. Hoodoo, and he's had them in his pen. So they all seem quite happy. I've been watching them today, and it's been really lovely to see them all together. So sorry to see Ebony go, but it's lovely to have Sparkle in with the other ladies, and it seems like a proper little flock. So what's my message for this week? Well, really, my message is all about just carrying on and living life and living it to the full. Life is abundant. There is life happening all the time, and we get to be living in it and experiencing life. And there are sadnesses, there are ups and downs, but it's how we are responding and being with people and connecting and spending time with each other, creating the dreams we want to create, progressing things we want to progress, and just really being, I suppose, really being appreciative. And yes, there are sad moments, and we get to let the emotions come up and we get to experience them, and they will pass. Nothing stays the same. That is the one thing, you know, the only thing that ever stays the same is that nothing stays the same. So yeah, we get to experience life and just be joyful as much as we can. We can't be joyful all the time. There will be sadness, but eventually things will pass and we will get through. All right, my lovelies, let's end on a song with the chickens. I'll share letting them out in the morning, and you get to see all three ladies with Mr. Hoodoo this week as they come out of the pen. All right, whatever you're creating in your lives, go and be joyful in the moments. And if it's a sad moment, you're not going to be joyful. It is just the moment that you're having, but life will recover. And like I said, nothing stays the same. The only constant is that there is always change. All right, as best you can, go and create those wonderful things that you're creating in your lives, and I will see you next week. Bye bye, my lovelies. We have put all of our big hens in with Mr. Hoodoo, sadly, because Ebony passed away this week, and they are ready to come out. So let's see who we have today. I'm just going to give them a little bit of food in their bowl that's down here, addition, and let's wake them up. Good morning, little chickens. Good morning, how are you? Come on out, here you come, Mr. Hoodoo. Here is, oh, that was Falcon. And where are all the rest? Here comes little Pebble from her chicken nest. Out you come. Oh, Mr. Hoodoo. She won't want to come out if you're doing that. Good morning, little chickens. How are you today? Let's all come out of the nest and play. Where's Sparkle? Sparkle's in here somewhere. I think she's hiding. You see, I don't think I've mucked them out for a while, so it may be a little bit mucky in there. Let's have a look. Sparkle in there. Oh, she's stuck in a queue. Sparkle! There's no eggs. Who have we got coming out here? Here comes. That one's Pebble. Right. Sparkle! Here she is. She's a little resistant to coming out. Oops. But now we have three big hens in with Mr. Hoodoo. Good morning, little chickens. How are you today? Let's all come out of the nest and play.